Yeah, from Little Kim, the Queen Bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L tight, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on. Bang this in your whips, stack them Cody with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit six from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused in the dopest, like a penny with the hope.
It's always a pleasure to welcome you to the program Ladies Night. My name is Ameze Obai Siagbon. Of course, you can call me the Empress. I'm not alone in the studio. I've got my ladies, a full house today. COVID-19 drove some of us away, but we're back. I have C. White. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Why are you dancing?
I just feel like doing it. I just feel like dancing. It's my thing.
Okay, I also have Miss Praise. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
It's
Feels
been
good to be back.
Exactly. It's been a while, a long while. All right, and finally, I have another regular face on the program talking about Mama P. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
So today is like a dancing day. I don't get it.
Give my mood.
All right, now basically we always have something special to talk about, something interesting to talk about. Now there's this popular saying, and it's also a part of the lyrics of a particular song done by Davido, talking about assurance. The line goes, "Love is sweet. When money enters, love is sweeter." Now, normally love is sweet, but when there's money attached to the love, it becomes sweeter. Now, I want to know, do you subscribe to that particular statement? Do you think that it's important to have a lot of money, or at least some amount of money, before you can talk about love, or before you can talk about marriage or relationship, as the case may be? That's what we're going to be talking about today, amongst many other things. I'm going to start off with C. White. Now, that statement, love is sweet, but when money enters, love is sweeter. Do you agree with it?
Okay, I would say it's a two-way thing for me. Now, if you're in a relationship and your man doesn't really have money, you're just there managing and trying to live up to your expectation and trying to meet up with some certain things. You're just there managing, but when money comes in, I think everything will change. Life will change. You're not going to live an upgraded life. Now you can actually get whatever you want without thinking twice, without wanting to manage your finance. You just want to get it because you feel like, I have really suffered enough. Now I have the money. Let me still flaunt it. Let me just enjoy myself. Why to some people, the moment money comes in, everything turns sour. Now you begin to experience some kind of challenges with your man, because if you have a man that cannot really take good care of you, let me say so, that cannot really take good care of you, just trying to, try to make you look beautiful with the little he has and make you comfortable. Now, when you have money, and when there's money, he wants to go out with his friends, he wants to impress them, he wants to also express himself like, I've arrived. Sometimes you begin to come back home late. That's because he feels, at least I have something that can actually, that I don't really know how to say now, but he feels now I've arrived.
I think that's more for an immature man, because I don't think a matured mind or a mature person would think in that direction.
It depends.
You've just been blessed, let me use that word, blessed with the finance that you've been looking for all your life. And then you decide to start wasting it and spending it anyhow.
It's not really like, it's not wasting. You just want to feel yourself for some time. Like, I've not really had the opportunity to do all this. I denied myself this. Okay, not that he denied himself, because I believe every other person will want to have fun, but because you don't have the money, now you're just restricted. So when you have it, you just want to feel yourself a little, not really because you feel like wasting it. Definitely you have plans. Every reasonable person would have plans on what he or she wants to do whenever he has money. You understand? But some people just want to have that, live that flamboyant life even when they don't have it. They just want to pretend they have it. You understand? So when you have it, you just want to play along. Why? Like, okay, for me, I would say, in as much as you don't have the money, don't try to fend yourself. Don't try to pretend. Be who you are. If you don't have money and you're being honest to yourself with your partner, I believe when that money comes, you'll still be the same person you are when you had nothing. But if you're just fending yourself, like pretending to be one person that it's a good man, or because you don't have it and you want to just punish the lady in question and make her love you for whom you are. And along the line, you now have money. You feel like, okay, I think this lady is no longer my class. You want to go for someone who is higher than her. You now feel like, okay, I think I have to go for something bigger. Then you shove her. You understand? And when you shove her, you don't feel like, you don't ask yourself, this person, am I really doing the right thing? Or am I doing this because I want to hurt her feeling? Or this is just me? You're just totally confused, because sometimes money can actually confuse you. You begin to do otherwise and you're not thinking straight. You're not focused in anything you do, because whatever you're doing, money speaks for you. You begin to buy your way and all that. So for me, I think when money is in your relationship, it is sweeter when you're with the right person, someone who is matured and who thinks positively. And it's sad, it's bad, it's worst when you're with the wrong person. You suffer for it. So that's just me.
All right, Prince, do you agree with her?
Definitely, because I've seen scenarios where people that don't have money, they love this woman, they're with this woman, they do everything with this woman, and then they have money, and all of a sudden the woman doesn't belong to the same class with them anymore. But like she was saying, it all depends about like the person's personality. Now if you're with the right man, even when there's no money, he would love you. Do you get? He'd still flaunt you. It's just like they usually say, if you have money, no matter how much you have, if you're saving from the little you have, when you have enough, you still be able to save. When you have little, you can't save. When you have enough, you still can't save. So it all depends on the person's character. Like I said earlier, I've heard stories, I've seen movies whereby the man now has money and all of a sudden he starts traveling, he doesn't have time for his wife anymore. Then the lady, she doesn't feel loved, especially when the person's love language is attention and all those touching. Then you can't tell me that the love is sweeter at that point, because she doesn't have a husband when she wants him and all those scenarios. But then, if a man truly loves you, whether he has money, he doesn't have money, he'll still treat you like a queen. So it just depends on the man's personality, the character. Are you matured? Because money changes some people, you know. Because you see someone is all humble now, they're broke, they'll greet you, bend for you and do all that stuff. And all of a sudden they have money, they will look at you, they'll first check you down, like, are you even up to my class? You see the way they talk, they become proud and all those things. So personality matters a lot. So if you're with the right person, like she said, fine, love is sweeter when there's money. Just like cooking vegetable soup now, imagine, I give you 5K to go and cook this soup, so I'm like, okay, buy fish, you now calculate, okay, vegetable and all. Then I give you 20K, you put catfish, dried catfish, put turkey, put everything in it.
Like,
this soup will be sweeter now. So you see, it depends on the man, like how much are you bringing? So definitely love is sweeter when you're the right man, when there's money.
Okay. Mama P, do you have a different view from them?
Okay. Yeah, I don't really believe that man will change, blah, 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 blah. In fact, it's both sides, you understand? You see some girls also, they have a job, a well-paying job, over their boyfriend, they start misbehaving.
Yeah.
So it's two sides. It's just, let's keep a bad personality out of the question. Let's focus on just love. Is love sweeter when money is involved? Yes. Capital letter, yes. Like, full stop, yes. Let's just keep a bad person is a bad person, whether love is involved or not. You see some girls, some relationship, probably the girl gets into school before the young man, she starts misbehaving the moment she gets to school. Now that's not financial fortune. It's not like she just stepped into another level and she's now seeing the guy as though he's no longer her class. You get? So if you are just a person who is not contented with your partner, or who is not considerate with the person you are with, or who is not fully in love with the person you are with, these issues, or that's when these issues of he's no longer my class, she's no longer my class, influence will come in. You get? But if I want to stick to just the question, is love sweeter when money is involved? My sister, it is capital letter, yes. You understand? Love is sweeter when money is involved. I don't know how we are going to, I don't want to think of the bad side. Darkness cannot overthrow light. The question is love sweeter with money? Come on now. If a man genuinely loves you, and you've proven to be a good woman, we've seen also on internet, we've seen in movies, we've seen real life, these guys, upcoming guys that were nowhere to be found, like they were literally paupers. You get? Now they are well to do, they still flaunt that old woman. You see, there's a popular quote like, a woman we settle down, I go enjoy. Now woman will calm down, I see that quote everywhere, and it's true. If you are a good woman, even his friends, if he wants to sway away, we'll caution him like, this girl has been there. See, friends are like the board of trustees, family members, people that know that she's been your ride or die. And even him, he knows you are his perfect squad. When the money comes, there's almost 95% possibility that, you see, I can do whatever I want to do out there, but this one, she will be treated like a queen.
Pictures. You know, there's some they'll promise you a lot, and you ask them, how do you plan on? I asked my friend this question. He was telling me, I want to be this, I want to be that. So I said, okay, you've said all these really nice things, because even a poor man said all these nice things, but what are you actually doing to get to that stage? I'm waiting for a job. Okay, what if that job doesn't come?
One of my uncle called me and told me I should attend one interview in Abuja. And I don't really have transport to go, but the man is even my dad's enemy. I don't know if he even wants to. I beg, I will not even go. You see some unserious set of persons, and then the next you see and you see some girls are head over heels for that particular guy. Probably he's among the beard gang. He has six pack.
Like,
you know,
or she just might like him. That's
she just might like him, and then she's not. See, I feel
the person, not who
the lazy person.
No,
Personally,
she may not like that laziness. She may not see
lying down.
Personally, I think, see, every young girl out there, I want my school of thought. I hope you buy into my school of thought. Not to be selfish when you are falling in love. I feel and I believe that when you are falling in love, don't think of yourself alone. Think of your children. Yes, it should be a criteria for choosing a man. Can this man daddy my kids? Not about loving me or how he intimates me. Can he daddy my kids? As in, can I die now and I'm sure that my kids are in safe hands? I think we should start being selfless about choosing is it selfish or selfless? Selfish. Thinking of your children while choosing a partner. I think so, because you cannot just be loving a lazy man. You're not thinking of the children.
You just sit at home. I want God the good thing.
There's something. Oh, yes, I really understand what you're saying. Well, we should also come to this understanding that yes, God can actually. I think I like saying God, though. I don't know.
No, it's fine.
He can actually use you to lift up somebody. He might be one lazy dude that doesn't like doing anything, or he loves to do something, but he needs just a little push.
Yes.
You understand? So you just loving this guy, he's a lazy guy, but there is something about him that thrills you that, man, I think this guy has vision, this guy has mission, and not a television
Even if he doesn't
watch.
have the vision or the mission, you can impute.
Yes, you can impute.
I know exactly.
But have you noticed that?
It's not all men. It's not for all men, but you should know your man.
But do you
or
know
the man you want to be?
You know,
with.
when you do all that, you see that you've told this man, okay, what if you do this business? You've been looking for a job for 5 years, and you have this skill.
A post on
I know
this lady,
and she's still holding his arms.
She doesn't. In fact, I saw this post on social media. She said, "I just need a man. I'm comfortable. I can actually take care of you."
It is always over.
Yes, it is over.
See,
she just brought it out to the point that she just need a man in her life.
There's this thing
Whether you have something doing or not,
when
she
we
can
are
actually take good care of
when
you.
we're growing up. There's this thing we do. You know, when you fall on the bed and you say, "I beg, help me up," you stretch your hand.
Yeah.
Have you now noticed that it's actually, if you want to get up, that the person can drag you? I don't know who else. I don't know if I can explain. The person will just fall. The person will be dragging you. You don't. There are some persons that
someone stronger than you.
How long are you going to?
I've been in that position before. I tried. It did not work. They put me up.
Okay.
So don't even.
Now see, that strength now it can be tiring. For how long are you? Is it everybody that? It's only a few persons that have that strength to pull you up when you don't want to pull up. This life is too short to come and be dragging someone. You come and you have family load. You have relative. You have your own vision. You have your own career. And while you are dragging
load that can pull them back.
You said what?
It's not everybody that have family load, this and that to take care of, and they will be able to help whoever they want to help.
I'm not saying. I say you have your own issues.
Yes, I understand.
Dragging someone who doesn't want to be dragged can be exhausting.
If your destiny is to drag that person, you will not go until that person stands up.
You know, for me personally,
if you want to talk about destiny,
I'm doing
if
something,
you want to talk about destiny, you go come be like, say you want cause quarrel between me and God. Nobody argues destiny. When destiny is involved, everybody withdraw. How do you know it's destiny? And it's not wasabi.
It's not wasabi. It's not wasabi. Now, have you ever probably had the mind to do something, but it's not really coming? As in, physically, you're not seeing yourself doing it, But whenever you go to bed, like you sleep, you keep seeing yourself doing this thing. I don't know if you've had any revelation about that.
Okay.
Now, I'll take myself for example. I love broadcasting. I love doing this. But ordinarily for me, I'm not seeing myself doing it. I just pulled out. I just felt like, I beg you. It's something I just love to do. I never saw myself doing it. But whenever I sleep back then, I see myself doing it. And I felt like, well, I don't know how it's going to happen, but whichever way it happens, I will still like it. You understand? I really never saw myself doing this. But along the line, I found myself here. So that is
But you found yourself
if-
here because you did something, you worked on yourself.
Now, let me tell you, well, I won't, let's not
And the praise, those who doesn't
I'm trying
believe
to
that
say
God
is-
exists is going to argue what you're saying right now, that it's just
Well,
deja vu and the
yes,
rest of
but
them.
what
So
I'm
let's
trying
not
to
start
say
sounding
is-
spiritual.
Let's
But
not
then
start
she
it.
worked on herself. She had to push herself.
Were you just sleeping and
Were you
sleeping
just
and sleeping and
let's not
sleeping
talk
and
about
sleeping
me.
yourself on
TV, I was on TV.
Let's not talk about me.
You had to
But
work on
point is-
yourself.
Anyway, see what I actually made mention a while ago about a lady who said she just needs a man.
Yeah.
She has the money, she has the time, she has everything. So what she just needs is
Just
come
a
as
man.
a man. I will help you. I will clothe you. We will be together
Yeah.
just because I love you. Now, in the area of there being money before marriage can take place, can it be that the woman has the money,
If
not the man?
It's possible, like,
That's one question. Now, the second question is, we keep saying the man should hustle, the man should hustle. Should the woman also hustle so that she can be a helpmeet, which she's supposed to be to the man? I'll start with praise.
definitely, like I said earlier, I'm an asset. I'm doing something. I'm not the type that will tell you, I want a rich man, I want this, and what am I bringing to the table? Do I even deserve a rich man? That's the question I should ask myself. The things I want, do I deserve it? Yes, I know I do. I'm not asking for too much. I know I'm a hustler. I know I'm a business person. I have various legit side hustles, and I'm doing those things, which I know I'm bringing something to the table. Definitely, you have to do something too. You can't just be sitting down before. That's why they disrespect some women. That's the truth. You don't have anything you're bringing to. Oh, you need to ask, as if you're a parasite. Do you understand?
Oh my, that was loud.
That's the truth. You want human hair, can you afford it? And you know the annoying part is he's a broke boy, but you can't even afford that thing you're asking him for.
True.
Like, do you understand? Also, like, it's both parties. Don't be a liability.
also, make another
Be an
woman carry your
asset. Like,
boyfriend.
you have something, I have something, and we build together. That's it.
But that's what I was talking about when money gets into relationship and a woman has money too. You know, it's always sweeter. I was having problems with my man, and then he was going to travel.
Remember you said your man?
My man, yes.
Yes.
And then he was going to travel. We had issues, kind of an altercations, and then he was going to travel. I know I was at fault, though I was stubborn-headed. He already contacted my sister. I'm just trying to say something about money, you get. And then I'm like, I wanted to be stubborn, but you know, last you have to be loyal. I knew he had a flight for a particular time. I went to the airport. They wouldn't let me go in because I wasn't flying. You understand? I had boundary. I instantly at that point, I said, can I pay to go in there? You know, first of all, my presentation, the way I was, I like, this is what I do, this is what I do. I just need to check someone in there. They said I can't go in. I had to book an instant flight just to go in to where people who are already booked are seated. I wasn't having anything, but the guy there assisted me. I transferred to his account. He helped me with the whole processes instantly. If I was not having money, you know, money aids certain things. Like, it just aids. And then I had to come back. I already booked, and then I didn't see him. He wasn't there. You understand? I had to come back. I had to, I don't know, check this. Can I check for this? He's my husband. That's how I put it.
Person.
Yeah, it's because we're almost there. And then, can I check for this particular person? He was like, okay. He said, yes. I said, can I sit close to you if there's a vacant seat? Can I choose a seat? He said, of course. And then we got to the flight, and I was sitting beside him like, Oga, you never first finish. Now, he was like, how did you get here? And that's how we settled in the flight. You get? Now, if money was not there, I'm just trying to encourage women out there to hustle. Like, no matter what you do, have your own money. You get? When he flaunts, you flaunt. It's so sweet.
You know,
Unlike when you are just a liability.
It shouldn't be a competition.
No, it's no competition. I'm just talking with my explanation now. I was wrong, But at least if I was empty or I was just a dried ass broke person, I will not be able to make those moves. And probably he will go. You don't even know what will happen. Well, you know when you depart in quarrel. You understand?
But Mama Peak,
okay, no.
I'm sorry, Prince. You that was just one case scenario. What if it was a problem or an issue that money could not solve?
No, if it's those issues, it's not every issue. It's not every issue. Yes,
like
it's not every issue that money can solve. Do you understand? But minor issues that money can solve, when money is absent, it becomes unnecessarily escalated.
So you know your man likes perfume a lot, and you annoy him.
You can just get him a book along, and that's it. Come on, it shouldn't be just us they are bribing. Sometimes
like
we bribe
nice
them.
for your man.
No,
We need to say it, like
men are no longer looking out for beautiful ladies.
No.
They are no longer after your
still are,
beauty.
please.
no, they
But
The percentage-
It's not as high as it was before, but
Yeah,
they still
they
are.
still are.
They're
It's not
still
be
ugly.
ugly.
I have a friend who says if you're not beautiful, he can't even talk to you because he wants to see the beauty in his wife. And like when I go out there and I remember the lady I left at home, I was saying, you're not fine reaching my wife. You understand? So the beauty still counts. But what I'm trying to say here is I think many of the guys out there, they're no longer after your beauty though. They feel like if I have money, if there's money, I can actually pimp my woman to what I want and make her beautiful. But I need someone that can actually bring something to the table.
I think
not a
I think the
liability,
contest is between beautiful women. Every woman is beautiful.
Beautiful.
I
In
think the
their own
contest,
way.
yes. I think the contest is between beautiful women and beautiful women that are intelligent.
like, do you know?
Because there are some women,
like,
you are beautiful. He is stuck between two women. You are beautiful. She is beautiful.
And
You
she's
can't cook.
intelligent.
She can cook. She's beautiful too. You didn't even complete school. She's a first class holder. You are mannerless. She has manners. You are
How
not
can you
respecting.
not know how to cook and still be mannerless at the same time? You're supposed to be humble.
like imagine.
You don't know.
My mom used to tell me something back then that
Did you ask that?
character is the beauty of a woman. Yeah, like if you really want to be beautiful, not about all these ones you're seeing. You're not beautiful. She tells me you're not beautiful because there are people out there who are more beautiful than you are. So it is your inner person, your character that makes you more beautiful. So you don't have to be rude. You have to always be polite. You know. So all thanks to my mom who really made me to be polite because I'm.
That's why I
very,
see white now. Even if she sees goats on the road, she'll say, "Good afternoon, goat."
Your mom
has tried for you. I'm proud of her.
After this, we'll settle this thing. Just say. Well, that's just me. And
But it's true.
I think your beauty is not by your physique, your curves, and
Your
all that.
character.
It's just your character because your beauty can actually attract a man to you, but it is
What
your
would
inner
keep
person
him?
that will keep the man. Not those
Imagine
curves.
you are smart,
understand? So
you
if
have money,
we are talking about money and all that.
Company's package.
Yes, you might not really have the physical cash, but what you have upstairs can yield money to, like, can actually make this man rich. So you should not just come empty. Nobody, let me not say nobody because some people will still
They say like
yes,
empty.
like the empty score, you know, that makes the loudest noise. So just try as much as possible as a woman to bring something to the table, if not to the table, to yourself.
To yourself.
So a man can respect you, value you. In fact, before he talks to you, he will think twice. Like, well, I'm not just married to a liability, to an illiterate. I'm married to someone who can actually represent me outside.
Funny enough, for you
do
to
things.
bring, funny enough, for you to bring something to the table, you don't necessarily have to be a literate. You might be watching this program and you didn't complete school, you didn't, but you can understand English. You understand what we are
read lots
saying.
of
You don't even need to read. If you are not a reader, it's not a problem. Be a hustler. Shade pepper, madam. Shade
good with
pepper.
the business.
Go buy okrika. You can buy for 800 and sell for what? You have money. In fact, I have seen, I don't want to mention the name of a popular illiterate that makes sure that every of his staffs are first class students.
I think
Do you understand?
most of all business owners are the ones that employ the first
You
class
understand?
owners.
Yes.
They might
So
just be.
when you see us talking about illiterate, it doesn't really mean that you have to see the four walls of the school. Probably you were not
It's just
privileged
absence.
to. Yeah, just
have sense.
know what to do. Bring something to the table. Hustle. That's it. Hustle. Legit hustle. I don't know why we women are out there having this sense of entitlement. Come on, don't stop it. Let's stop it.
He's broke.
He's
not
broke.
in my class. Like, who's in your class?
All right. I think we should go on a short break, and when we get back, I'll take your last words on the show. I actually wanted to stop you before Mama P talked, but We'll take our last word. So we'll take a short break and then we'll get back to you. This is Ladies Night. Do not go anywhere. Alright, it's still Ladies Night right here on Independent Television, and yes, we're talking about the place of money in a relationship, especially when it happens to be marriage. I'll take our last words before we head out of the studio. You've listened to a lot of people talking today, and you've heard our own opinions, but I'll start with C. White. Your last words, what's your advice to people out there, especially those who are not yet in marriage?
My advice for them there is they should try to understand their partner. In relationship, understanding matters a lot. If you understand your partner, I believe you'll be able to understand his love language, and he will be able to understand the love language, and whatever happens, you guys will be able to put it in place. Don't prioritize money. Money shouldn't be the number one thing you look out for in your relationship. Yes, money makes things easy, money makes you happy and all that, can actually afford your wants and your needs. But try as much to love the person in question and not the money, because we know that money can actually come and go. So the person in question will still be there for you, good times and in bad times. So try to love your partner and not the money. Money can always make it easy for us.
All right, Miss Praise.
Well, for me, like I'll tell my ladies first, please hustle. Have something you're doing. Become an asset to your man. It's only the man that should have money. Huh? There's nothing wrong with you having money. And most importantly, love your man, love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you cannot love another person. And stay safe. I love you.
Okay. All right, Miss P. Mama P, before I say Miss P, the love threw me off balance.
Yeah.
Mama P.
Yeah. I think, first of all, I'll start with being sincere about your financial capacity to your partner. Do you understand? Be sincere. If things are rough, always be sincere to tell her, oh, things are not so smooth at this time. So when she's now, for instance, demanding excess, you know, she's deliberately doing it. You know, be sincere to your man. If you win a jackpot, there should be a bit of sincerity. If there's sincerity in a relationship, when money gets involved, there will be no much change. You guys will be able to plan together. Whatever dreams you guys have, you'll be able to put it together. But the way there's, I don't want to tell them. If you don't say you don't want to tell them, not even date them. Do you understand? And also, if you are from the school of thought that I want to have so much money, and then you are tying someone's daughter down, and probably by the time that whole money comes, she's already aged. Women have timing. Just let her go. Let's just know you don't like her. But if you like her so much, put her in the house and plan with her. You understand? Let's just do things the right way for posterity's sake. Stay safe, and we love you.
Okay, everybody sharing the love. Fantastic. All right, this is where we say goodbye on the program, Ladies Night. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ameze Obaisiagun. Have a beautiful night rest.